What's going on, everybody? All I gotta say is wow. Just wow. What could have been a thriller ended up turning into a massacre. And I'm gonna talk about that and some more here on Just Shooting the Sports with Blackout Jones. Because those Tennessee Volunteers, hey, they showed their ass tonight. What's going on, everybody? This your boy Blackout Jones with Just Shooting the Sports, recapping the Tennessee Vols baseball team versus the Radford. I don't know what their last name is, but who cares? But let's not be disrespectful here. Let me just get their information, man. Let me just see what their true name is here. You know what I mean? Like, that's very disrespectful to me, isn't it? All I know, that game last night ended up being very disrespectful as well. So as far as I know, they are called the Highlanders. Well, if that's the case, then there can only be one, and their heads came off, and we brought them home. That's all I got to say. But anyway, forget all that. Man, let's talk about how this game got started. Radford, surprisingly, took a 3-0 lead against the number one team in the nation. I was like, okay, what are we doing here? And I think what happened was that, or I ain't gonna say what I think, it's what I saw. Basically, we got out of character. For the first 11 games, we didn't really make any mistakes, if any. Tonight, we ended up making 4 errors in this game. And it could have cost us this game, but it didn't. But it got real hairy towards the end. Because at one point we ended up going up 9-4, and then Radford ended up making a comeback and going and then tying it up at 9-9. And then after that, almost history was made, because in the final inning, or I would say, yes, it necessarily wasn't the final inning, but at the bottom of the 7th, we put up 11 points, 11 runs with 3 grand slams that tied the NCAA record. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But in the meantime, let's talk about this game. The pitchers, they were not willing and dealing tonight. They were not. And I mean, they were giving up a lot of points. The team as a whole is giving up a lot of errors. I mean, it was uncharacteristic of our team. But as a champion does, as a number one team does, they take care of business when they need to take care of that business. And that's the business that we took care of. Because, like I said, what ended up being a 9-9 tie ended up being a 22-9 win by the Tennessee Vols. And let's just get into it. Let's just start it out here. Let's get to some stats here. So, all in all, tonight, as a team, we had 33 at-bats, 22 runs, 16 hits, 22 RBIs, 13 walks. Yes, we struck out 8, and we only left 6 men on base. The hitting, let's talk about it. Hunter Ensley, he had 1 double. Reese Chapman had a double. Stone Lawless had a double. Stone Lawless had a triple as well. And then home runs galore. Dean Curley had 1. Blake Grimmer had 1. Andrew Fisher had not only 1, but 2 home runs last night. And Reese Chapman got into the fold with a 1 home run as well. In regards to the base running, Curley had a stolen base. Gavin Kylan had a stolen base. And Chris Newstrom, he also had a stolen base. Now, the pitching, I mean, it wasn't spectacular. Nick Abraham got the nod. He didn't even last an inning. He gave 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, a walk. And then Michael Sharman came in. He only did about 2 innings. He gave up 2 hits and 4 runs and 1 earned run. And then Austin Hundley come in. He gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. And then Dylan Lloyd, he came in and, completed the game and got the win. So he actually got the win. So his record is now sitting at 2-0. But home runs, you know what we do, and you know how we do it. We take care of business. Once again, like I said, the 3 Grand Slams ended up being, or actually tying, a record. I want to say that, so we actually had 2 Grand Slams in a single inning, also tying the NCAA record. But, and that's why it was like 2 of those 3 Grand Slams came in that 11-run, 7th inning, including the walk-off blast by pinch hitter, Blake Grimer. Grimmer, excuse me. But yeah, big day. You know what I mean? Big day. And Arizona State actually holds the NCAA record with 14 in 2003, doing so in 68 games. And that's in 68 games right now, as we speak. In 12 games, just 12. We already have, let me see, 7 Grand Slams already. So, like I said, man, we play long ball out here. We play long ball in Tennessee. That's what we do. And that's what we have to continue to do. And we also play small ball, too. Don't get it twisted. Now, I mean, yeah, granted, every game, yeah, we get at least about 1-2 home runs, maybe 3. But we also, play a little small ball, get your little single, triples here, and bring, runners in, get a couple of RBIs left and right. And, hey, that's just what it is. But right now, as a team, let me get to that. Because, I want to make sure I have my information here. But as a team, as of right now, as a team, we have 36 home runs as we speak. Like I said, and I've been saying on previous episodes, which y'all can check that out. I got those up on my page, man. Go check them out. You know what I mean? But I've been saying every episode, I truly believe that we can get more than the 184 home runs that we got last year. I truly believe that. And I think we will, because we're on a tear right now. But besides all that, man, what a game last night. But the pitching has to get better. It definitely has to get better. Discipline has to get better. It truly does. Because anybody else that's not named Radford, that's named Texas A&M, that's named Florida, that's named LSU, that's named, hell, UCF, who blew out Florida last night, would have took advantage of that and would have came away with a W. Real talk. Because like I said, moving forward, the competition is going to get better. And with that, you have to continue to not make those mistakes. You have to make less and less mistakes if you are going to win your games. Because those four errors that we made, we could have got blown out the building at the crib. We really could have, but we didn't. You know what I'm saying? We gathered around, we rallied, and we took advantage. Hey, it is what it is. But a 22-9 ass whooping, I'll take that any day of the week, and twice on Sunday. But anyway, enough of that, man. I really just want to know y'all thoughts, man. Like, and as I've always asked, what are your thoughts about the game? What are your thoughts about the pitching? The Grand Slams, all those things. Hey, definitely comment if you have a comment to make. I would really appreciate it because, yeah, we definitely can have dialogue in regards to this game and any other games, or any other episodes that are on my channel. But in the meantime, hey, I really appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. But, hey, I can't end without this because you know what I always say. Go Big Orange, go Vols.